Sai Ram class, how are you all? I hope that you all are very fine. So class, we had completed our 12 chapters. Now today we will start our new chapter, which is chapter number 13, exponents and powers. Now let's first see what is the meaning of exponent and power. Now you can see in this, here we have given an example. We can write large numbers in a shorter form using exponents. For example, you can see this. It is written 10,000, or we can write it as 10 multiplying with 10 multiplying with 10 multiplying with 10, means we can write 10,000 as the multiplication of 10, right? Now we can also write this as 10 having power 4. As we all know that 3 square means 3 is multiplying with itself once, right? 3 cube means 3 is multiplying itself twice. Similarly, we can write 4 tens which are in multiplying with each other. We can write them as 10 power 4. Okay. Now let's see what else. Now it is written that the short notation, that is 10 power 4, stands for the product 10 multiplying with 10 multiplying with 10 multiplying with 10. That is, if 4 tens are multiplying with each other, we can write it as its shortest form as 10 power 4. Now here in this case, in this 10 power 4, 10 is called the base. Okay, 10 is called the base, and 4, which is its power, is termed as exponent, which is power is termed as exponent. Okay, if for example it is written 15 power 5, that means 15 is the base, okay, and 5 is its exponent. So don't get confused. Power is same, that is exponent. Now the further thing is, the number 10 power 4 is read as, how we can read it, 10 raised to power 4 or 4 fourth power of 10. Okay, it is same as we can read 2 square 2, that is 2 power 2 or 2 raised to power 2, or 3 power 4, that is 3 raised to power 4, or fourth power of 3. Again, let's recall. In 10 power 4 notation, which is notation for 10 square, 10 is the base. This power is termed as exponent, and this whole notation, that is 10 power 4, is termed as exponential form of 10,000. Okay, now we have more examples here, like 1,000, that is 10 power 3. So here 10 is the base and 3 is the exponent, and this is called the exponential form of 1,000. Here we have 1 lakh. We can write it as 10 power 5. So 10 is the base, 5 is the exponent, and this is the exponential form for 1 lakh. Okay. Now you can see in both these examples the base is 10, and in case of 10 power 3, 3 is the exponent, and in case of 10 power 5, 5 is the exponent. Okay. Now I hope you all have very clear about it, that what is exponent, what is exponential form, and how we can write a number, a large number, in its exponential form. Okay. Now let's move on to the further things and then we will start the exercise. One more thing you have to recall in this chapter which will be very useful, that is the odd power in a negative number, the answer will be negative. Okay. And even power in a negative number, answer will be positive. Okay. Now let's start the exercise and we will learn how we have to solve these questions. So the first question of exercise 13.1 is find the value of 2 power 6. That is, we have given an exponential form and we have to convert it into its actual number. So we all know that 2 is the base and 6 is its exponent. That means 2 will be multiplying by itself 5. That is, we have to write 2 6 times. After this, we have to find its value and that will be our answer. And we have to do in all these 4 cases. Let's see how we have to solve it. So we have 2 power 6. That is, we have to write 2 6 times and all these 6 2's will multiply each other. So 2 multiplying with 2 is 4. 4 multiplying with 2 is 8. 8 multiplying 2 with is 16. 16 multiplying 2 is 32. 32 multiplying 2 is 64. So our answer is 64. That means the value of 2 power 6 is 64. Next is 9 power 3. So we have to write 9 3 times and all these 3 9 will multiply each other. So 9 multiplying with 9 is 81. 81 multiplying 9 is, you can see here, it is 729. So our answer is 729. Similarly, all the other examples, that is 11 power 2. So 11 multiplying with 11 is 121, and in fourth 5 having power 4, that is 5 multiplying with itself 3 times. So the answer is 5 multiplying with 5 25, 25 multiplying with 5 125, 125 multiplying with 5, we will have answer 625. Okay, so it is simple, you can see it. What you have to do, you have to just write it in its expanded form and you have to just find its answer by multiplying all these numbers. Let's see what we have to do in our next question. So it is just opposite of the previous one. In this question, we have to convert the we have to convert the expanded form in its exponential form. You can see here we have given 6 multiplying with itself 3 times. That is, we have how many 6's? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that means our answer will be 6 power 4. In this case, answer will be 10 power 2. How many B? 1, 2, 3, 4. So answer is B power 4. Now in this case we have 2 5, right? 2 5. So 5 power 2 multiplying with how many 7? 3. So 7 power 3. So this will be our answer. Okay, let's see how we have to do it. So you can see for first, that is 6 power 4. For second, T power 2. For third, B power 4. And for fourth, 5 power 2 multiplying with 7 power 3. Okay. And for the fifth one, we have 2 2's. So 2 power 2 multiplying with how many A's? 2. So A power 2. What it is? 2 power 2 and A power 2. And in the last one, we have 1, 2, 3. 3 A's multiplying with 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 C and we have 1 D. So our answer is a power 3 multiplying with c power 4 multiplying with d. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 3 and 5 are kind of similar questions. So we will do 3 and 5 first. Then we will do further questions. So in third question, we have to express the following number in its exponential form. Okay. And in the fifth one also, we have to express the given number in the product of their prime factors. So obviously in the third question also, we have to express in its exponential form of prime factors. Similarly in fifth one. So you don't have to be confused about it that these two questions are different. We have to do the same thing for both of these questions. So let's see what we have to do. For the first part of third question, you can see we have 512. Okay. So first, let's see how we have to do it. So we have 512. So we have to do prime factorization for this. Okay, this is the simplest way to find out the exponential form of the prime factors of given number. So let's do it. So very first thing we have to keep in our mind that it is prime factorization. So we have to start from the very smallest prime number. So yes, this 512 can be divided by 2. So we will start from 2. So you can see here that is 2. 2 into 2 will give us 4. I hope you all are clear that how I am doing it. You just have to divide this number with 2. So our answer will be 256. Okay. You can see. Right? 256. Okay. Now again 256 can be divided by 2. So we will do the same with 2. So it is 1. 2 2 ja, that is 2 into 2 will be 4. So 1 will be remainder from 5. So 1 and 6 will become 16. So 2 into 8 will be 16. Again 128 can be divided by 2. So it is 6 and 4. 64. Again 64 can be divided by 2. So that is 32. Again we can do it with 2. So it will be 16. Again it can be divided by 2. So it will be, I have 4 here. Okay. So it will be, at last we have 4 here. So again we can divide it with 2. So it is 2 and that. Now what we have to do? We have to count these factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. How many 2's we have? 9. Okay. So we have to write it as 2 multiplying with 2 9 times. Okay. So after this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 512. So instead of writing 2 9 times, what we can do? 2 having power 9. So you can see here, this is the exponential form for 512, and you can also see that it is the prime factor of 512, right? 2 is the prime number and it is the factor of 512. So you can see this is the part of third question, but the answer is in terms of prime factor, which is explained in question number 5th. That means question number 5 and 5th both are similar. You have to do the same thing in both the questions. Okay. Yes. So this is the first part of question number 3. When we do the prime factorization, we will get the 9 2's and our answer will be 2 power 9. Again, the second number is 343. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to check for its prime factor. We all know that it is a odd number. So it is not divisible by 2. Now we have to check for 3 with the help of divisibility test. You all have learned about divisibility test in your previous class. Okay. So for divisibility test of 3, what is our test? We have to add all the numbers. So its sum is 10. Now 10 is not divisible by 3. So that means this whole number is not divisible by 3. Now for 4, 3, 43. We have to check last two number. 43 is not divisible by 4. That means this whole number is not divisible by 4. Similarly for 5, 343. Last number is neither 5 nor 0. That means this number is not divisible by 5. I hope you all are getting what I am doing. I am doing the divisibility test for each number. Okay. Then for 6, this number is neither divisible by 2 nor by 3. That means it could not be divisible by 6. Now let's come to 7. 343. So let's try with 7. So we all know that 7 into 4 gives 28. So 34 minus 28, we will have 6 and then 3. So 63. So we all know that 7 multiplying with 9 gives us 63. Now we all know that 7 multiplying with 7 is 49. Again 7 divided by 7, we have 1. So how many 7 we have? 3. So instead writing 7 multiplying with 7, we can write it in its exponential form, that is 7 having power 3. Okay. Now class, the same thing you have to do with all the other parts. Okay. What you have to do? You have to do just prime factorization for all the other parts. You can see the third and fourth part also. Okay. Now let's move on to the fifth question and let's see what is the difference in between third and fifth. So you can see our first number is 648. So let's see 648. We all know that it could be divisible by 2. So let's start with 2. Keep in mind you just have to use the factors for them. Now 3, 2, 4. Again it could be divisible by 2. So 1. Then it will become 12, 6 and 2. 8 and 1. Now, sorry, it could not be divisible by 2 because it is an odd number. So 8 plus 1 will become 9. So it will be divisible by 3. Okay. So 3 into 2 is 6. Now 2 will remain with 1. So it will become 21. So 3 into 7 is 21. Now again 27 could be divisible by 3. 9. 9 could be divisible by 3. 3. 3 could be divisible by 3. That is 1. Now you can see how many 2 we have. 2 into 2 into 2. And how many 3? 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So how we can write it in its exponential form? 2 power 3 multiplying with 3 power 4. So this is our answer for 648. Okay. I hope now this thing is clear to all of you that what is the difference in between question number 3 and 5. In question number 3, all the factors is same, a single number. But in question number 5, we have more than one factor, means more than one number as a factor. Now you can see in this example that we have 2 as well as we have 3 in its prime factor. Okay. So nothing, the big difference in between question number 3 and 5. The method of doing is same. Now you can see that same thing we have to do with all other numbers. Let's see question number second part, that is 405. So we all know that it could not be divisible by 2. So we have to check for 3. 4 plus 5 gives us 9. Yes, that means this is divisible by 3. So let's check with 3. 1, it will become 10. So 3, Then again we have 1 and 5 will become 15. So 5. Now we have 1 plus 3 plus 5. So it will be 9. Again it could be divisible by 3. So let's check with 3. So 4 and 5. Again 4 plus 5 gives us 9. So it could be divisible by 3. So 1 and 5. Again could be divisible by 3. 5. Now it could not be divisible by 3. So we have to divide it with 5. So how many 3 we have? 1, 2, 3 and 4. And how many 5 we have? Only 1. So our answer is 3 having power 4 multiplying with 5. Okay. Now similarly we have to do the other parts. Let's see for 3600. So we have 3600. We will start from 2. 1800. Again it could be divisible by 2. That is 900. Again could be divisible by 2. That is 450. Then 2, 2, 5. Then 1. Okay, now it could not be divisible by 2. So we have to check for 3. So 5 plus 2 plus 2 gives us 9. So yes, it could be divisible by 3. So first 7 gives 3 multiplying with 7 gives 21. Then it will become 15. So 5. Now we have 7 plus 5. So their sum is 12. Again could be divisible by 3. So it will be 2 and 5. Now it could not be divisible by 3. So we have to divide it with 5. So 5 and again 5. Now how many 2 we have? 1, 2, 3 and 4. And how many 3 we have? 1, 2 and how many 5? 2. So we can write it as 2 power 4, 3 power 2 and 5 power 2. Okay. You can see 3 power 4. Sorry, 2 power 4, 3 power 2, 5 power 2. Now class, I hope this whole thing is clear that how we can convert a number, that is how we can convert an exponential form in expanded form, then can find out its value, and how we can write the expanded form in its exponential form, and also how we can find out or write a number in its exponential notation. Okay, now this is it for today. You have to practice all these questions in your home, and then we will start or do the further question in our next video. Thank you for today.